Thank you very much. Can we put our hands together for them?
Can't be on your knees. You have to be like 3.
I have schools that have actually bring those down blind.
Quality of the teaching that they receive. Of course.
Okay. So, and it's affected. Thank God the celebration of a wonderful day. Okay, I can see the. As a result, during school, are you working individually? What has happened even this morning, we get you to understand the point I'm trying to make. What are we saying? This morning, Kat, who joined us from the UK, was calling your attention to 2 fundamental areas, in terms of beliefs. And she was telling you that when it comes to if I ask the Nigerian the question about what does a teacher need to have to be able to teach, you're likely to tell me run a classroom effectively. You're likely to tell me learn how to, walk children, clean them up, and things like that. But Kat didn't mention any of that. Kat was more focused on what? Belief. It's a belief system that determines even whether you are going to learn or not. But in Nigeria, that's not our focus, and that's a major problem. Did you hear Kat say that if you are going to be an effective teacher, the starting point is for you to believe that every child matters, that every child can become something, that every child is an excellent child, that the child is not, that the child, you give the child 10 questions and the child fails all, doesn't mean that the child is a failure. That's what she was trying to program you to understand, but obviously that message was lost. If I give you an example, you will remember.
My name is Tochukwu from Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
Okay.
Academic technologist.
Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
Yes.
What do you do there?
I'm an academic technologist.
Academic technologist. What does that mean?
That's just like she said.
Okay.
When the lecturers are done with their teachings,
okay,
the academic technologist will take care of the practicals.
Okay, we take care of the practicals.
Yes.
So you are working with students to get them to know the practical aspects of what they have been taught in the classroom.
Yes, sir.
Where do you do most of your job? Is it in the regular classroom or in the laboratory?
In the laboratory and in the field.
Oh, and in the field?
Yes.
Depending on the discipline?
Yes.
Okay, so let's spend about 1 minute with you. What's your experience so far? Do you think that we're getting much of the practical side of things in universities?
No, because it's one of the things I listed here. We really need our curriculum to be practically oriented, more practically oriented.
Are children interested, are the students interested in practicals?
They are very, very much interested in practical.
Do you have experience that justifies their position?
Yes. These students, most times, when you allow them into the lab or into the field, I'm in building department. So when we go on field practice to learn setting out and how to erect buildings, building components, you found out that they will spend time, even without eating, under the sun. Because most sites are off where you will have shelters. So you will see the eagerness in them to learn.
The students want to learn.
They want to learn. They can even go as far as, like, there was a time we have
yeah, Demilade is studying engineering. Can you come join us on the podium to see if, let's hear from you and see if what he's saying is correct, yeah?
So, they can even go as far as, because based on their interest and based on your eagerness to see that they want to learn, you now find out that when you put them into letting them know that some of these things are not available.
Okay.
Please, let's see how, as your friends, because to me, they are my babies.
Okay.
You now reason with them. Let's see how to collaborate and make these things work out. You understand? You see them, they will air up to give some money.
They will even be happy to fund it.
Yes.
Okay, give him the microphone. He is studying engineering in one of the federal universities. What he's saying does not come across to you as representing the experience you are living through now. Are you interested in the practicals and why?
Yeah. Yes, I'm very much interested in practical sessions.
Are you getting enough of it for a start?
No.
Why do you want practicals?
Well, want transfer of knowledge from theory to practice. So theory only gives you an abstract idea. It only gives you the formulas and without giving you a detailed step of the process. So when you have a practical, you see what you've learned come to life. And when you see what you've learned, you're able to engage it. And when you see it comes to life, it gives you a form of fulfillment.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so move very quickly now. Any other point there?
Okay, I've just mentioned the two. Okay, inadequate infrastructure.
Okay, inadequate infrastructure. That should be enough.
Yeah, and then inadequate equipment in the lab.
That's all right. It's part of infrastructure.
Sorry, please, can I add to what you said about the building stuff?
Okay.
You know, yesterday, I was here yesterday, and when the children did their practical on robotics,
yes,
you had to beg their proprietaries to come and take them off the stage.
Very correct.
Because they were enjoying what they were doing.
Very engaged.
You know, after building everything, they were seeing how it was moving, and they were enjoying it. You had to beg their proprietaries to please come and take them off the stage. So that's a sign that yes, children really love practicals. When they engage themselves, they really love it. When they are trying, kind of doing some things, fixing some things, they enjoy it than just carrying.
And that's why we are also, campaigning for school owners and to some extent even teachers to go and learn more of psychology. And because psychology has answers for that observation you are making. So what happens is that we have a theory we call theory coming from somebody called Skinner. So if you take there's Skinner and there's also Pavlov. When you take an action and it brings a certain result that is rewarding, you want to repeat that action. So that is learned from an experiment. For example, Skinner conducted, is a professor of psychology, where he put rats in a box and divided that box into two chambers. So over here he has food, and he divided it over there, only the rat. And then there is a liver. So when the rat gets hungry and begins to run around because it's hungry, by chance it touches the liver and food moves from here to over there. And so the rat eats and is happy, and then it relaxes. When it gets hungry again, it starts running about, and by chance it touches the liver. Do you think the rat will continue to behave like that all the time? What do you think started happening after some time? When the cat is hungry, what do you think the cat learned to do? The rat learned to do. What do you think he learned to do? He learned to go straight to the liver and press it. So actions that are recognized and rewarded tend to be repeated. Okay? So those children have seen the work they have done bring out a result. So they want to do more of that. But if you just let them copy notes and go home, they find teaching boring. They get distracted, they do other things. But when you engage them with this kind of scenario we are describing, you discover that learning comes alive. Thanks for calling attention to that. So